As a father, I catch myself looking to the future, to a time when my son will step out into the world to build his own family. Indeed, as a man, you spend all of your energy working hard, trying to build a secure future and wealth for your family, all the while trying to instill love and character and a moral compass in your children as they grow up. For me, a father's love is a fragile balance between devoting all your time to work or family. And if you're not careful, years will slip away before you even notice. I think fathers have pondered these questions for centuries, and this incredible 225-year-old house built in 1799 is a fine example of a man who worked his entire life trying to find the right balance of a father's love. So, with that, my friends, this is a story I like to call Penelope's House, the true story of a father's love. Our story begins in 1766. A young couple named Alexander Outlaw and Penelope Smith are married in North Carolina. Now, the couple set out building a family and a homestead and had just given birth to their daughter, named after her mother, Penelope. This baby girl was her daddy's pride and joy, and I guess you could say they were living a simple life. However, there were winds of change blowing across the mountains, and Alexander's life was about to take him on a journey that seemed impossible for anyone to believe. He would become a leader in the Revolutionary War and a key figure in the formation of the United States. Yet, he would have to choose between his young family or his love for his country. So, in 1776, Alexander left his wife and his children to go fight in the Revolutionary War. It wasn't long before Alexander found himself not only fighting for his country, but his own life in the Battle of Kings Mountain. As the bullets rang out, visions of his family swirled in his mind. He soon found himself in hand-to-hand combat, and his family's future hung in the balance. Finally, he followed John Sevier to the top of Kings Mountain, where the enemy forces were defeated. Outlaw spent the next several years working his way up the ranks until he was a colonel by the time he ended his service. As a result, he was granted huge tracts of lands in an area that would eventually become East Tennessee. And by the 1780s, Alexander would make this land his new home, and he would move his family and his 8 children here. Penelope was now 10 years old. He had missed so much of her youth. Now, his family was happy that he was finally back home. Yet, Alexander couldn't stay idle. No, sir. He looked to capitalize on his fame that he had earned during the war and turn it into a political career. That's right. Alexander served in the state legislature for North Carolina, where he drafted a bill and was a major advocate for forming the state of Franklin. Now, once the state of Franklin was formed, he served in the legislature there as well. Heck, he was even a delegate from North Carolina that helped ratify the United States Constitution and was even part of the convention that eventually formed the state of Tennessee in 1796. Now, once the state of Tennessee was formed, Outlaw served in various political positions, all the way up to lieutenant governor. All of his hard work had paid off. Alexander Outlaw had become a powerful, wealthy man. He'd achieved all his goals and decided to return home in the 1790s, ready to spend time with his family. Yet, most of his children had grown up and started their own families, and his youngest daughter, Penelope, was about to get married. Alexander had spent his entire life serving his country, and now, at the age of 61, he was reflecting on his life and pondered what he had truly given his children to remember him by. He had given his country so much, and this was his last opportunity to give his daughter Penelope a symbolic gesture of his love. So, in 1799, Alexander built his home overlooking the glorious Appalachian countryside of East Tennessee as a wedding gift for his daughter, Penelope. She raised her 12 children here, yet, tragically, Penelope died at the young age of 39 years old. Now, his home is set abandoned for the past several decades in the middle of a cow pasture. 225 years have passed since Alexander built this home for his daughter, and most have long forgotten the story behind these walls. Locals like to call this home Rural Mount. No, not me. I like to call it Penelope's house. For me, Penelope's house is still here, standing silently on this hill. And if you listen quietly as the wind blows, you can still feel the spirit of love, one that never dies, a father's love. Thank you for watching this video and your support of the preservation of Appalachian history. You can support this channel by going to the Appalachian There you'll find Appalachian-made candles, 100% locally produced, right here in East Tennessee. Thanks for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, I hope you'll consider subscribing to this channel, where I share all sorts of Appalachian history and storytelling. Till next time, my friends.